Hello queens, I'm back at y'all with another client tutorial, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how I created this pink soft glam. It's very easy and beginner friendly, so without further ado, we're jumping right into the video. I started it off by cleaning my client's face. Now I'm just proceeding to do her eyebrows, so I'm going in with my Nicka K brow pencil. This is in the shade black brown, and I'm going to be using this to outline her eyebrows. Now that both of her brows have been outlined, I'm going to start filling them in from the back and working my way to the front. My client already has decent eyebrows. They're not too thin at all, so I'm just going to fill them in any sparse areas that I may see. And to fill them in, I'm using the same shade of the Nicka K brow pencil, and that was black brown. To fill in the front of her eyebrows, I'm going in with a light brown Nicka K pencil, and I'm just doing hair-like strokes. And I'm going to make sure I brush through her brows. I like to brush through them as I go, just to make sure that everything has a nice blend. And before I go in and clean up her eyebrows, I'm going to be going in with this clear eyelash glue, and I'm just applying this throughout her brows. This is going to help me lay her brow hairs down in place, and to mold them in the right position, I'm going to be using the spoolie end of my eyebrow pencil. To clean up her eyebrows, I'm going in with these two different concealers. They can also be found at your local beauty supply store. One is from RK by Kiss and the other is from Nicka K. First, I'm going in with the Nicka K concealer, which was in the shade 07, and I'm using this to clean up underneath her arch. Now that I've cleaned up underneath her arch, I'm going in with that RK by Kiss concealer, which was in the shade Toast, and I'm going to be using this to clean up the remainder of her brows on the top and the bottom.
So hold me down for the night. Slowly, with you I will unwind. See that on me. When I let you waste my time, it is something. Can't I feel alive? Baby, I'm just saying. I'ma keep you up till it's 80. Baby, I ain't never playing. You just got me saying. I'ma keep you up till it's 80.
Once you're finished cleaning up the brows, they should look something like this. And if you would like to, you can leave them like this. But me personally, I like to lighten the brows up. So I'm just going in with my Dermablend translucent powder. And I'm pressing this throughout her brows. I really like to focus it at the front. And I also tap a little bit onto the concealer to set it all in place.
I'ma start to give and let me tell you how I feel. Expressions on my face, I cannot pretend.
For an eyeshadow base, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and this is in the shade White. As y'all can see, I went ahead and applied some onto her lids. Now I'm just blending it out. I feel like if you are familiar with all my tutorials, then you probably have my whole routine memorized. Y'all, I'm not really somebody that likes to switch up their products. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. But for my next client tutorial, I will be bringing y'all an affordable / drugstore tutorial. So if you would like to see me use different products, I will be using different ones in that video. So make sure you tune in for next week. But as y'all can see, I went ahead and applied the concealer all over her eyes. Now I'm going in with this reddish brown eyeshadow from my Technic palette, and I'm applying this to the outer edge of her eye using this blending brush from Shop Miss A. For anybody that's interested in purchasing this palette, I will have a link in the description box. It's very affordable and it's one of my go-to palettes whenever I'm using any type of brown transition shade. But now I'm going in with this cool dark brown eyeshadow, which is also from my Technic palette, and I'm just packing this in her crease to deepen it up. I'm going in with this white eyeshadow from my Bperfect Carnival XL palette, and I'm just tapping this on the areas that we left blank using this blending brush. I did not go in and clean up her eyes with any concealer. I just put the eyeshadow right on top of her lids. This is a no-cut crease look, so it doesn't have to be neat, it just has to be blended. So after I finish packing on that white shade, I'm going back in with that reddish brown shade, and I'm just packing this on the edge of the white and the dark brown just to melt everything together. Now it's time to do her liner, so I'm going in with this water activated pink liner, and I believe this was sent to me from the makeupplug.co on Instagram, and I'm lining her eyes with this. I went in with the applicator from another one of my liquid liners, and I just used it to do her wing. Y'all, I love this liner so much. Like, look at the pigmentation, okay? Look at it, you see it, and it didn't crack on me or anything. It was very smooth and easy to apply. So if y'all are looking for some nice affordable water activated liquid liners, I recommend that you check them out. To finish off this eyeshadow look, I'm going in with this pigment from Ashley Lee Cosmetics, and it's in the color Silver Milky Way. And I'm just going to be tapping this on top of her eyeshadow. I didn't go in with any adhesive, but that is it for the eyeshadow. And now we're moving on to the face. I went ahead and moisturized and primed her face off camera. So I'm skipping right ahead to foundation, and I'm going in with my Fit Me foundation, and this is in the shade Nutmeg. For anybody that's wondering what I prime the face with, I like to use calamine lotion and Pond's moisturizer. First I go in with the moisturizer, and then I go on top of it with the calamine lotion. But now I'm just pressing that foundation into her skin, and to do so I'm using this dense foundation brush. To highlight my client's face, I'm going in with my Nicka K concealer, and this is in the shade 07. I'm going to be blending that concealer out using the same brush that I used to blend out her foundation, and I'm just tapping everything in place. I'm taking whatever excess concealer is left on my brush, and I'm using it to clean up the edge of her wings. To blend out the concealer underneath her eyes, I'm going in with my damp Real Technic sponge. To set the concealer in place, I'm going in with my Fit Me pressed powder, and I believe it's in the shade Toffee. I'm going on top of that Fit Me pressed powder with my Morphe loose powder, and this in the shade Banana. To bronze up her face, I'm going in with my Black Radiance pressed powder, and this is in the shade Black Coffee. To set the remaining areas of her face, I'm going in with another Black Radiance pressed powder, and this one is in the shade Rich Mahogany. Wanted to leave her under eyes pretty simple, so I'm just going in with this black Wet n Wild liner pencil, and I'm using it to line about 3/4 of her waterline, and that's all I did. I didn't go in with any eyeshadows, but once that's finished, I'm going back in with my foundation brush, and I'm using it to sweep away all of the powder. I'm gonna go ahead and spray her face with some setting spray to lock all this lusciousness in, okay? And while the spray is drying, I'm going in with these lashes. As you can see, they're pretty short, but they got some definition to them, okay? They got some flair to them. So I went ahead and cut them to fit her eyes off camera. Now I'm just applying them to her lash line. For anybody that's wondering, I purchased majority of my lashes off of Amazon, and that's where these came from. I will not be giving y'all a link, okay? I'm sorry. I cannot share my lash plug with y'all. I need them to be in stock every time I go to check out, and I share everything else with y'all. I can be selfish with my lashes. I told y'all where I get them from. Go find your own. But anyways, I went ahead and applied the lashes, so that's that on that. Now it's time to highlight. So I'm going in with this highlighter from my Bperfect Carnival XL palette, and I'm just applying this to the high points of her face. As y'all can see, this look is really coming together, and she is looking flawless, if I do say so myself. So last but not least, it's time to get into these lips. I'm going in and lining her lips with this LA Colors dark brown eyebrow pencil. I am going to be doing an ombre lip, so I'm going to line all around the perimeter. For the center of her lips, I'm taking this nude liquid lipstick from Zerura Cosmetics. It's in the shade number 39, and now I'm going on top of it with this pink Beauty Supply Store lip gloss, and I'm gonna have her press her lips together, and this is gonna help me blend this combination into the liner. Once her lips have been pressed together, I'm gonna take whatever excess product is left on the applicator and just use it to blend this lip gloss into the liner. Once her lip gloss is all blended, I'm going to go back in with the liner and reline her lips, and that'll basically be the finished look, and we're getting into the grand reveal, so I'm going to let y'all watch. Okay, you ready to see?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god! You know what? I'm going to change my outfit.
What?
Because I got a pink outfit. Oh my god, look at me. I love your makeup.
So cute.
It's too pink for me.
Yes.
Aww. Let me get on my phone.
Okay, queens, as you can see by my client's reaction, this tutorial was another success. I think this look came out so pretty, and she was beautiful before and after the transformation. If you all enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. A link will be in the description box down below. Bye bye, queens.